Okay, it's called Killer Protector Jeff the Killer Story by Eternal Laughter.
Mm-hmm.
My first Jeff fanfic, so bear with me. Chapter 1. I hate reading. Another day of school.
Who cares?
Another day of feeling like a freak. Another day of wishing I wasn't like this. Another day of eyes staring at me like a parasite. Just another day. Nothing new. My name is Elizabeth Umber. I'm a junior in high school, but sometimes I feel like a freshman who doesn't know the ropes of surviving in the prison of teens with too many raging hormones. Sometimes it's not all that bad. I mean, barely anyone talks to me. Only my friends, which aren't as much as one usually has. My two friends, Addie and Joanna, three if you count this one guy in algebra. Everyone at my school says it's pretty lame to only have 2 or 3 friends. In all honesty, I don't care. They're enough for me to actually be happy at school. I'm a straight A. I'm a straight A student, meaning I get called a nerd a lot. But I've learned to just say thank you because when they call you a nerd, it means that they're saying you're smarter than they'll ever be. Who knows? Maybe I'll become the next Bill Gates, and they'll become the next guy who will work for Bill Gates. It brings joy to me when I think about that. Devious joy.
I'm not amused.
Nerd isn't the only thing I'm called. I'm called a freak, lame wad, weirdo.
I never heard someone say lame wad.
Weirdo, reject, loser, even a bitch at some point.
Damn.
But they don't really notice me. I'm like a weird, derpy ghost that hangs around, but people just walk past me and go on with their lives. But I'd rather be a ghost than a fake. All of the popular kids at my school are all fakes. The girls are everything fake. Fake hair, fake lips, fake body, fake boobs. The guys are no better. They act like something different just to fit in to this society. In reality, they don't have to do that. They're all insecure to be themselves. I mean, I am too, but at least I take a little pride in it. But lyric.
I'm not saying nothing.
I can't. I have 2 paragraphs in it. I can't. Okay, wait. But enough about that kind of stuff. It makes me retch whenever I think or talk about it. All you need to know is that I'm a freak. Simple as that. I feel like this wherever I go. I can't even stop the feeling at home. My parents get worried because I'm not as social as I used to be. Well, they're right.
Well, isn't that every parent?
I guess. I guess it would be. I don't like to talk with many people, and I'm just awkward all around. I panic sometimes, which worries my mom and dad even more. But sometimes I get the feeling like I'm not even human. As I've grown and developed my senses, I've come to think that there's something wrong with me. Not mentally or physically. I just feel like I'm not just a teenage girl. I'm something more. I just don't know what.
You ain't shit.
Ellie, my mother calls from downstairs. We're leaving now. Hurry or you'll be late for school. I sigh and slip on my jacket and messenger bag. I go downstairs to see my mom waiting for me at the door. She gives me a smile and I smile in return. But really I just want to frown and die. I'm not suicidal.
Jesus Christ.
I just really, really, really hate school. I only like learning and talking with my friends. That's it. We started walking to my mom's car, saying bye to my dad as he waited at the front door. After about a couple of minutes of driving, we were at my school. I got out of the car and walked in through the front doors. Some kids stared at me like a circus clown. Not out of amusement, out of pure disgust and prejudice. Yep, nothing new at all.
Well, I'll give her this. Not everyone in the school hates her.
Yes. I head to my first class, writing. I like that class. I like learning and expanding my vocabulary more. I actually appreciate my words unlike some who don't even use proper language, mostly slang. I use slang sometimes, but it just doesn't feel natural. There has not been one. This is awful, but I have not noticed a lot of correct comma usage for someone who likes writing.
Shut up. Just go with the flow. Don't worry about it.
I use slang sometimes, but it just doesn't feel natural. Whenever I do talk like that, my tongue feels weird and my brain seems to churn from the effort. So I usually speak big words that not many people understand. My friends do, though, because they've gotten used to it, and so have my parents. They even talk like that at home to make me feel more comfortable. I think that's pretty impressive, if you ask me.
No.
I walk in, and the first thing I'm greeted with is laughter. I sigh and take my seat at my desk. At the very corner, in the back of the room, away from the fakes and just people I don't feel like talking to. I sit back here to avoid as little interaction as possible. Remember, I'm socially awkward and tend to panic at moments. Like we ever forgot. My parents say it might...
I did forget.
You forgot?
Yeah.
My parents say
don't care.
It might potentially...
It's very common. I'm sorry.
My parents say it might potentially become a phobia at the rate I'm going. That's not very good. So I just avoid as much as I can. The teacher is a bit troubled because I don't sit at the front. He says since I'm a straight A student, I should be up in the front, listening to lessons better. Hold on.
That's called favoritism.
Better than straining to hear from the back. But I just refuse.
That's called favoritism.
And reply, leave the front seats open for the kids who really need the knowledge. He just nods and understands what I'm saying. Literally, most of the kids here need it. Like bad.
Damn. That's petty.
I always feel weird about that. Like, I don't think whether you sit in the front or the back really impacts your grade. Although, like, a lot of teachers like to put statistically, if you sit in the front, you do better. Like, I really don't think so, to be honest. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going on about.
I think what they're trying to say is that kids who sit in the back are more likely to sneak and do stuff that they're not supposed to.
Well, yeah, but then again...
me, personally, I did that regardless, so...
Then again, like, most of my teachers consider me a pretty good student, like a very good student, and I never sit in the front. Like, I actually hate sitting in the front. And I feel like the people who don't do well in class are the ones that want to sit in the back. So I don't think it's like, oh, if they happen to sit in the front, it's going to change something. Like, I don't know. I'm getting completely off topic. Anyway, I relax in my seat, occasionally hearing snickers from a couple of girls. I don't like them. Seriously, they get on my nerves. I'd actually be willing to ruin my reputation as a good student just to see their pretty little faces smacked into a wall.
Jesus Christ.
They're that bad. But I don't do a thing to any of them. I mean, that wouldn't make me any better of a person than them. I sigh and take the whispered insults between them. If they had the guts, then they should say them straight to my face. But they're just looks. All bark, no bite. They may look better than me, but really I'm the better one. Not to be arrogant about it, but it's true.
You're being very arrogant.
But I'll let them have their fun. For now. Victim Pove the night before? I don't know what this is. As I ran through the dim, empty streets, I wondered to myself, will I die tonight? That thought sickened me, so I pushed it aside and ran. Before this all happened, I was just taking a stroll in the local park to get some time away from the wife and kids. Now what has this night come to? Terror. Immense terror. I can't believe this is happening to me. He just came out of nowhere. He just came out. I didn't see him coming. He just showed up. And now he's after me. He longs for my blood. He ain't no vampire. He wants my blood. He just wants it splattered all over that sick face of his. I can't get the image out of my mind.
How'd she know this, though?
Apparently this is... I don't know. I don't know who this is.
It's Jeff, obviously.
No, I don't know whose point of view this is.
This is the girl's point of view.
No, it's not.
How you
know? It just said victim.
But I don't think, but the way she's describing it is saying like, oh.
But it also said to get away from the wife and kids. I don't think she's married.
My bad. Continue.
The cruel, disturbing face haunts me. I kept running, hoping, praying that someone will come and save me. That someone will stop him. Anything, please. My breath was coming short. I'd have to stop soon, but then I'll die. He'll catch me and kill me. I must keep running. I saw a house up ahead. If I'm quick enough, maybe I can run in without him noticing where I'm going. It's a long shot, but I take the risk. Anything to get away. I knock on the door. Maybe someone lives here. If so, they can help me. I knock about a dozen times, but no answer. I was stricken with grief until I heard him near the front yard. Ah, screw it, I thought, and went inside anyways. The house had furniture, but no one seems to live here at all. I looked around quickly and ran into one of the rooms. It was a bedroom. As soon as I went in, I heard the front door open and slam shut. I panicked and ran into the closet and shut the door. I hid in there and stayed quiet. For what seemed like forever was only seconds. As time passed, I realized he wasn't checking in on this room. I thought maybe he just gave up, or he's still searching but in the wrong places. I took this to my advantage and opened the door a crack. The coast seemed clear. He wasn't anywhere in sight. I saw a window on the other side of the room that didn't seem to be locked. I counted to 3 and made my way over. I got to the window and opened it quietly. Luckily, it didn't make a sound, so I was still in the clear. I opened it wide enough for me to slip out and smiled. This is it. I'm home free. I'm off the hook. That bastard won't catch me. Not today, not tomorrow. Never ever will I see that revolting face again. I placed my foot on the...
you're taking too far.
On the windowsill and made my way out when a sharp pain struck my side. I look up and see it's him. He was waiting for me right outside. I just didn't see it.
He was waiting for you at the door.
Shut up. I jumped back inside and tried to close the window. But just as it was about to close, pale white fingers grabbed hold at the bottom and lifted it back up. I gasped and ran out of the room. I went into the kitchen and looked for a weapon, a kitchen knife or something. My side was bleeding from where he stabbed me, and it hurt so much to stand. I looked around. There weren't any knives or nothing. Every kitchen should have a couple of some decent knives. Who the hell used to live here? Jesus! I still searched when I heard a thunk. It was a footstep. I slowly turn around and see him. He stares at me with those cold eyes of his and just stands there. My hair is standing on end now. What do I do? He had a hand behind his back. He slowly raised that hand. I was terrified now. Is this what you're looking for? He said in a dark... I don't know how to say this word, and I see it all the time. How do you say it? No, malevolent. No,
I can't read.
malevolent.
I can't read anymore.
Malevolent voice.
I can't help you.
In his hands were all the kitchen knives. He started to chuckle as he threw them at me. All of them? He has all of them. Not just one, but all of them, Lyric.
Brianna, shut up. He's Jeff the
Every
Killer.
single one in the kitchen.
Wants.
All of them.
He can do whatever he wants, Brianna. He's Jeff the Killer.
I ducked in time. And when I look up, I see that they are planted into the cabinet that was behind me. I stand up and
it's not that strong.
And try to take one out, but it's stuck in good. I use all my strength, but no use. He was nearing me, walking slowly towards me. I turn around to see him right in front of me. He's too close for comfort.
Well, how about you run?
He smiles and takes out his original knife. Oh, this is the real OG right now. This is the OG knife, Lyric.
Brianna. I'm waiting for you to answer me.
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to do a series of things. The first thing I want you to do is get up from your desk or wherever the fuck you're sitting. The second thing I'm gonna need you to do is open a window. The third thing I'm gonna need you to do is step out that window.
My stomach hurts. I drank too much water.
Just stop talking.
Oh, wait.
You disgust me.
I'm so close. Okay, wait.
That's dirty.
No, I meant to the end of the chapter. He smiles and takes out his original knife. I go wide-eyed and tremble. I sink to the ground and start to sob. No, please. You don't want to do this. I'm an innocent man. I've got a family to take care of. Spare me, please. He didn't show any remorse whatsoever. He really is cold-hearted. I tried again. Look, if you let me go, I promise not to tell a soul, not even God. Just please let me live.
God sees everything, apparently. So he already saw everything, and he's letting it happen.
Is it, let's not. Why are we going there? Why did you take it there? Is this to teach me a lesson? To show me not to take things for granted? To be better person? If it is, then I'll change. I will. I can change. It was quiet for a few seconds until he chuckled a bit. Then he said, you're all the same, aren't you? Every one of you sick, vile humans show terror. All you ever do is plead to leave. Why can't... Oh my god, he's monologuing. Why can't one of you actually give me a little smack talk and tell me that they're not afraid to die? Maybe then I would be impressed with your kind.
Apparently, I will impress Jeff the Killer.
But that... First of all... Because that's not how you impress someone, okay? That's how you get killed faster.
But he said, like, oh, maybe some of y'all just do a little smack talk then.
Absolutely not. That's how you get killed faster.
Hey.
You don't want to...
I may have a chance just to kill him.
You don't want to piss anyone off, okay, Lyric? All right, you're trying to survive and make it through this. But shit talking will only like it. You killed faster, all right? Trying to survive.
Hey, I can call him a marshmallow.
You really can't, though.
I really can, though.
You really can't, though.
I really can, though.
You really shouldn't, though.
I really should, though.
Let me finish his monologue. But sadly, I haven't met anyone who was brave enough to do so. But why should I get my hopes up, huh? None of you would do that even if your life depended on it. Which, ironically, it does. No matter, you'll die anyway.
Did that actually say it in the text, or?
Yes, that's what it says right here.
Oh.
The only difference is I won't be satisfied with the results. He raised a knife in the air and looked at me evilly. I shook my head violently and yelled, "No, please, I only want to live. Let me live." In all capital letters. All capital letters.
Nah, bro, you gotta
with
die.
3 exclamation points.
Nah, bro, you gotta die.
He chuckled deeply, and abruptly stops to say something so casual but menacing in his voice. Calmly but hastily, he hisses, "Go to sleep," in all capital letters, no punctuation, and plunges the knife into my heart. Hope you like that, smiley face. I must say, I feel some pride for this story. I'll be making more if my brain lets me. Emoji. But anyways, hope you enjoyed. Now, go to sleep.
Damn, bro, I'm dead.
That was a very long chapter. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty long for Wattpad's.
I'm dead.
Standards.
I am dead. I am deceased. I am rolled over into my grave.
Are we going to